What's up, guys? We have another video, and it's about watermills. Let's get into it. The watermills originated over 2,000 years ago, with the Roman engineer Vitrus providing the first technical description around 40/10 BC. Watermills were a vital power source in the medieval Europe during the industrial process and serving as a significant source of income for landowners. Ancient origins. Whatever. The watermills followed the development of hand-driven grindstones and was first documented in the 1st century of BC. Medieval powerhouse. By the 11th century, England had thousands of watermills, and they became a primary source of motivation power in Britain and Europe in the 16th century. Industrial Revolution. Watermills provided power for the early industrial revolution, but they were eventually displaced by more efficient water turbines developed in the mid-19th century. How they worked. Water wheel. The core component is a water wheel that spins when water flows over and under its blade. Mill race. A mill race is an artificial channel that directs water from a dam or pond to the water wheel. Gearing. The spinning wheel axle turns gears, which transmits the power to different types of machinery. Types of watermills. Undershot wheel. Water flows under the wheel, hitting paddles and causing rotation. Overshot wheel. Water is directed to the top of the wheel, filling buckets and turning itself by its weights and force. Horizontal wheel. An earlier, simpler design where the water wheel directly drives a milestone through the vertical shaft. Uses. Agriculture. Primarily for grinding grain into flour, but also for processing other food products. Industry. Powering sawmills for lumber, fulling cloth, and textile production. And operating blows the hammer for metal forging. Who invented the watermill? The invention of the watermill is generally credited to the ancient Greeks, who developed the water wheel and gearing components around the 3rd century BC. When they first recorded mention in the works of Philo of Byzantium. However, there's some debate with possible earlier origins. The Persian Empire, later innovation by the Romans, who significantly expand their use across the Roman Empire. Ancient Greeks developed the water wheel and tooth gearing, the core elements of the watermill. Roman Empire adopted the further developed watermill technology, building large complexes like the one at Barbegel in France, which utilizes 16 overshot water wheels for large-scale flour milling. How old are watermills? Possibly first half of 3rd century BC. What type of water-powered mill types? Horizontal wheel mill, vertical wheeled mill, grain mill, water mill, undershot wheel mill. Modern country: Turkey, Egypt, Turkey and Egypt. Why were watermills important? Watermills, staples of some villages, most towns, and all cities from the ancient world onwards. Mills provided the power to grind grain into the principal processed food, flour, which fed society right into the modern period. Who first bought mills in the U.S.? Samuel Slater. Samuel Slater introduced the first water-powered cotton mill to the United States. This invention revolutionized the textile industry and was important for the Industrial Revolution. What is the oldest mill in the United States? That's off topic. Okay, that's all for this video. And peace.